This is a new acquisition. I really have been buying too many vacuums as of recent. I know I've had an issue for a while, but I am seriously about to run out of space. I gotta completely reorganize to be able to fit things in either of my collection areas. This is an Oreck XL² 40th anniversary edition. This is a machine that I've kind of been casually looking for because, well, it looks kind of cool. I do have a regular Oreck XL², not the 40th anniversary edition. The reason I've been after this one is because of that lightness switch. That's literally the only reason. This was $12.99, $13 at a local Goodwill. The same Goodwill I've got a lot of things from. Motor seems to run good. Kind of smells like an old hand mixer. If you know, you know. You know, an old hand mixer with the brushed AC, they call it a blender motor. The same motor that was used in like every single Proctor Silex, Hamilton Beach, etc., etc. I think even Sunbeam used the same design. You know that smell. If you know, you know. It's a very unique smell. It smells like an old hand mixer. I'm not sure why. I'm thinking it's just the carbons aren't quite seated right, because it seems like it's been sitting most of its life. The brush roll looks brand new. It doesn't have the spare belt underneath, but it's in really good shape. And aside from that smell and like some minor fluctuations in the motor pitch, but that might just be the grid being overstrained right now. Runs good, sounds good. I looked into the motor vent and there's no spiking. I have it's one of the old 2-speeds. It's an old 2-speed button lock Oreck. It's actually got bad carbons. It actually arcs a little bit. You can, when you're running it, you can look into that thing and into the motor vents and see, you know, your 2 carbons arcing. So that needs overhauled. Overall, my perception on Orecks has changed over the years. My first Oreck, also that 2-speed with the carbon issue, it was kind of a lemon for a long time because I didn't really know what I was doing with Orecks. You know, I didn't think Orecks could clog, so I didn't know that the reason it wasn't picking up and the reason there was dust coming out from under the machine was because the tube going up to the bag was plugged. Like it was right where the elbow was. So it's not like you just take the bag off and see it or look underneath and see it. And after I finally got that figured out, kind of grown to like Orecks. Though I will say, they're not a good only vacuum. You know, they're a good quick picker-upper. They're direct air, so you gotta be careful with a fan not to shatter it. Because if you do, you better hope that it's a new enough model you can find a fan for it. But they just don't have that good of agitation, and suction is nowhere near what I would like it to be. That Maytag over there, the M500, is a much better machine for your everyday use. That actually has decent deep cleaning, but it's also a lot more expensive when new. So these have their limitations. You know, suction's not great, agitation's not great, but as I said, they're a good lightweight machine. This Maytag here is, it's probably 10 pounds. A little bit heavier, a lot better machine. But yeah, these have their use. They, I mean, I don't hate them. But yeah, they're loud. They don't clean that well, but as I said, quick picker-uppers, or if you have really low pile carpet, these are great. Now, without further ado, I'm going to fire it up. Now, runs good. It's obviously not perfect. I believe the born-on date for this is like 2011. I think. I'm not sure. I'll show you the tag and somebody can give me a better idea. It is a twist lock though, which is nice. Here's the tag. So it looks like what, date 03311. So yeah, it was back in Oreck's heyday, I think, before they before everything all went to hell. 4 amp. I'm guessing it's made in the US because it doesn't say made in China on it. I'm not sure. Either way, for $12.99, it's not a terrible machine. It'll definitely complement my Oreck XL². So yeah, I will see you guys in the next one.